Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I won't be singing in this episode, I'm just going to be talking and sharing something really special with you, and that is advice that I got from Vince Gill when I got to meet him in his home in Nashville a few years ago. I had the privilege of getting to sing a duet with him. I sang How Great Thou Art.
Sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee.
After we left his house, I was sitting in the car and I grabbed this paper and I frantically wrote down everything that he said so I wouldn't forget, because it just felt so important. I just want to share it with you because I know it. It's been 4 years, but this advice is still really potent and really applicable. And I just want to say, Vince Gill is just such an incredible man. But you know, it's not clickbait, I'm gonna tell you the advice. I just want to kind of preface this a little bit with just what I felt when I was there with him. And there are just certain people that have such an incredible energy that it's just magnetic, and there's just something special about their aura. And I felt really humbled when I was there, and it wasn't because, you know, he's so famous. It was this incredible energy of wisdom that he was emanating. I felt a little bit like a young hobbit getting to speak with a sage wizard, and he just bestowed his wisdom upon me. The thing that impressed me most about him was this energy that he had. I mean, obviously, his collection of Grammy Awards on the bookshelf next to me was pretty impressive, and his collection of guitars, I counted at least 72 guitars in that room. And I mean, he's such an impressive person, but his spirit was really the thing that impressed me the most. So I want to share with you what he said, and maybe it'll help you. And I'm really glad I found this now, because I feel like I really needed a reminder of this. So without further ado, here's the advice. Don't worry about the end results. Just be in the moment and see how it unfolds. Don't worry about it. Just be true to yourself and believe in yourself. Always just be getting better. Oh, well, I wanna, before I read this next part, I have to tell you what I said before he said this next part. So he's there noodling on the guitar like a freaking pro, and I'm just blown out of, it just blew my mind to watch him play, because I mean, I've been playing the guitar for what, 14 years, but I've really been coasting at an intermediate level for a very long time, and fingerstyle is just not something that I can do, and he was just playing. It was really impressive. I'm like, wow. Because he said, oh, try and practice every day. And I asked him, okay, well, what level are you trying to get to? That's the question that I asked. And he said, he countered with such a wizardly answer. He says, always just be getting better. It doesn't matter what level you reach. Just always be growing. Set the goal to grow. Be about the journey, not the destination. And that just, whew, put me to shame. And I just think that's such wonderful advice. I'm only about halfway through. And I mean, obviously all of us there are young, hopeful singers. And I mean, even still 4 years later, I'm still a young, hopeful singer, a little less young, but I'm still pretty young. I'm 27. But I've spent the better part of my 20s trying to make it. You know, ever since I met him, I've been really trying to grow an audience and get a record deal and things like that. And I haven't been successful yet. But I'm not quitting. And that kind of leads me into what he said next. He said, if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? And I just think that's so wonderful. He said, because as far as like being a songwriter and, you know, what you should prioritize when you're creating music, if you should worry about whether it's commercially viable or if it's trendy or whatever, he said, be a musician first. Your goal should be to move them, not to impress them. And then we asked him a little bit about what his advice would be as far as, well, I don't remember if we brought it up or if he brought it up, but talking a little bit about compliments and haters and just feedback that you get from others about your music and how that should affect you. And you know, this doesn't have to be specifically to music if you're not a musician. Obviously you can apply this to whatever situation is in your life. But he said, don't believe all the good things that they say about you. And don't believe all the bad things that they say about you. Know your own truth. I think that's really nice, a nice reminder, because so often, especially as a creator on YouTube, I get so caught up in the good things that people say, and the bad things that people say, and the things that you say in the comments, you know, you right now watching the video. But he says to know my own truth. And I just think that's so wonderful. And I mean, he's just sitting there in his bare feet and some shorts and his glasses. I remember that his eyes, I could just really see his eyes so well. I think he might be farsighted because his glasses kind of magnified his eyes a little bit, so I could really just see his eyes, and they made him seem so sympathetic, and you know, eyes are the window to the soul, and I felt like I could just see his soul, and it was so pure and wonderful. And he says, I'm trying to cram in as much getting better as I can before age kicks my ass. I can while I can. I'm making my best work now. I think that's so nice. That he felt so confident and wonderful about what projects he was working on. He wasn't like dwelling in the past or worrying about any of these things. He's just like, I am making my best work now. And he said, don't waste time on things that aren't important. And there's only one more sentence, and this is the one that just really gets me. He says, don't hope that your work will be successful. Hope that your work will be significant. Damn. This guy, he's definitely on a different level. Just reading through this again, I just feel really moved. I really do. And I'm probably gonna get emotional. That's what I do. I'm like a leaky faucet. Wear my heart on my sleeve, so you know, you can make fun of me for that, it's okay. But I feel really, really touched by this, and I feel really thankful to have gotten to meet him and to have gotten to hear such great words from such a great man. And I'm really glad that I wrote it down so I didn't forget. And now 4 years later, I can remember and try and apply that to my life. It's just a nice reminder. And if any of this maybe feels like a nice reminder to you as well, just thought it's too good to keep to myself, and I really wanted to share it. And again, I just want to thank Constituting America for the wonderful opportunity to get to go to Nashville and meet Vince Gill and record on Music Row and get to sing in the Neumann microphone that Elvis used to record in the same room that Johnny Cash recorded in. I mean, I felt like I was surrounded with the most incredible musical history, and I just felt really unworthy of getting to be there and getting to touch that. But really thankful. And they're just so great. You gotta check them out. This isn't sponsored by them or anything. They are just really the first people who gave a chance to my songs. It was one of the most formative experiences of my life. I feel deeply, deeply thankful to, you know, to have this. And so I just wanted to share it with you. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I really hope that you are happy. I hope that in your life you will be significant. I hope that you will set the goal to grow, that you'll know your own truth about who you are and not be dependent on a destination, but you'll remember to enjoy the journey and to just constantly be growing and enjoying your life. Okay. All right, I'll have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Bye.